The classic I'll be performing today is Choi Jeong Min by Franny Choi. In the first grade, I asked my mother to go by Francis at school. At 7 years old, I already knew the weight of hearing my name butchered by hammerhead tongues, already knew to let my salty gook name drag behind me in the sand safely out of sight. In the fourth grade, I wanted to be a writer, but worried about how to escape my surname Choi is nothing if not Korean, if not garlic breath, if not seaweed and sesame and food stamps. During the lean years, could I go by FJC? Could I be paper thin and raceless, dust jacket and coffee stain, boneless rumors molding behind the curtain and speaking through an ink-stained puppet? My father ran through all of his possible rechristenings. Ian, Isaac, Ivan, and we laughed at each one, knowing his accent would always give him away. You can hear the pride in my mother's voice when she answers the phone. This is Grace. And it is. Some kind of strange Grace she spun herself. Some lightning made of chainmail. Grace is not her pseudonym, though everyone in my family is a poet. These are the shields for the names we speak in the dark to remember our darkness. Savage death rites we still practice in the new world myth. We whisper to each other to keep warm. My Korean name is the star that my mother cooks into the jjigae to follow home when I am lost, which is always in this gray country. This violent foster home whose streets are paved with shame. This factory yard riddled with bullies ready to steal your skin and sell it back to your mother for profit. Land where they stuff our throats with soil and accuse us of gluttony when we learn to swallow it. I confess, I am greedy. I think I deserve to be seen for what I am, a boundless burning wick, a minor chord. I confess, if someone has looked at my crooked spine and called it Elmwood, I've accepted. If someone has lent me more for my gook name, for my saint name, for my good vocabulary and bad joints, I welcome them into this house. I cook them each a meal with the stars singing at the bottom of a bowl, a secret ingredient to follow home when we are lost. Sunflower oil, blood sausage, a name given by a dead grandfather who eventually forgot everything he touched. I promise I will never stop stealing back what's mine. I promise I won't forget again. Love hip-hop because maybe there's finally something out there beating to the same rhythm as our hearts. Asian girls love hip-hop because Asian girls spit with the tongue split in two. Native languages speak circles around these SoundCloud rappers' gums. Sliced by a broken history, mend these lyrics into melody. We speak between the beats. We are the breath before the verse. We are the precedent to the precursor. Asian girls love hip-hop because the phrase, quiet, not violent, dictated our entire lives. It's time to change that to yellow ain't mellow. I was born on the back of my ancestors' jaws, sharpened by vowels. These good spirits fermented in these broths. Let these rhymes be a midnight feast for someone searching for some solace in these white walls. But Asian girls don't just love hip-hop. We live hip-hop. I flex my heritage on my wrists like ice in the kitchen wrist, twisting like a stir fry. My memories of my salty gook name dragging behind me like childhood. Memories of grandmother wearing a veil of steam from the pots of jjigae out in front of her. She says, this is a battleground. Your weapons are your full stomach, your clever heart, and your wit. You gotta make it out here like you were made for it. To not let you let your bones break the fall. To not make excuses for your own blood. Your body does not have an expiration date. So you spit into this mic and show them a real life fire-breathing dragon. Asian girls love hip-hop because we are not a stranger to the hustle. My veins spell out my father's hometown, my mother's maiden name. I was born into what they were forced to assimilate out of. Isn't it ironic that we can love Asia without the cost of being Asian? Asian girls love hip-hop like a white man loves golf. Asian girls love hip-hop like white women love juice cleanses and spin classes. Asian girls love hip-hop narratives spit out like freestyle. I am breathing truth into this room tonight. Narratives spit out like freestyle. We are not worth keeping behind closed teeth. My lungs are filled with all that is righteous and all that is flames. Asian girls love hip-hop, and it's about time hip-hop start to love us back.